Hey guys, how are you today? So I found this question on Unreal Engine forum, and this guy asking about curl noise force drive particle size. Basically, if you have a particle and you're using curl noise, so when the curl noise affecting particle, they should change the size depending on how much they're affected by the curl noise. So this is what he wants to create. So let's do it. So inside Unreal Engine 5.4.3, let's create a new Niagara system. I'll just take this empty FX and inside it to demonstrate it to check it properly how the kernel is working. I will just use a grid location. So first I'll take the fountain emitter and inside it I'll delete all these things. So I'll delete all these modules. Instead of spawn rate, I'll take the grid. Although you can take anything, this method will work on any type of particle system, but to just showcase you, I am just taking this grid and we have this grid location. So basically, and I'll do it once and life infinite. So I will have this grid. I don't want that on the Z. So I'll just make this and make this 50-50. And also let's make the size same for all particles. And I turn this off. So basically we have this grid. And if you use curl noise, you can use curl noise. And if I increase, you can see. But because the life is infinite, they will just go far, far away. So just to make them come back to the same position, you can use spring. Okay. These things not required to do that thing to use kernel as a skill, but just to make this cool. So I'll just in this spring, this is the position where the particle will return. So what I'll do, I'll just connect here initial position. What is my initial position? Grid location. So I'll use this and just change some settings. So particle will remain there. You can decrease this thing and you can also animate this. So you have basically moving particle randomly, okay, with curl noise, but they are not going far away. Now, when they are moving, I want to change the size depending on how they are moving. And let's also like this little, huh? So before changing the size, let's change the color depending on the curl noise and same method you can use for the size. So if you go to my YouTube channel and search here the curl noise, you will find some tutorial like this. In this, I'm using the curl noise to rotate my particle, and this is the same method. You can do anything. You can rotate, you can change color, you can change size, you can change material, mesh, anything, any parameter you want to change depending on curl noise or any other thing, any other force you can do. So basically, if I take the color here and take here lerp, and now if I use like red color and in this one green color, I can switch between these two colors. So now I have red and green and I want these to divide between the curl noise force. So if it's working, it should take one color. If this is not, it should take other color. So what you can do in the lerp, first I'll use a clamp, just all the values should be 0 to 1. After here, you can just connect here one thing, that is if you go to the curl noise and see what it's writing physics force or curl noise force. Both are the same thing you will use. Okay. So if I'll go here in the color and I'll go here in the parameters and type here curl noise, you can take this curl noise force or you can take physics force. So if I just drag this on the float, it will convert it to the vector and take the x and y and z. Okay, but still they are all red. So what you can do before connecting it, I'll take the multiplier and then I'll just paste it. And then also I'll move it here after the solve velocity and you will see depending on the kernels, we have two colors, but there's an issue that it has very sharp thing. It's not blending, although you can change your axis, but still the same thing. So what you can do, instead of taking this vector directly, you can take vector length, and then in the vector length, you can just drag it here. So now in the multiplier, if you take a very low value, like you can see the blending, cool, and you can just check the values what you want. Okay. So now we have this color that changing depending on the curl noise. So you can use the same thing for the size. You just need to take the size parameter and just take the uniform, just take the lerp and see if you'll see the color. If I just move it here and turn this off. If you see the color, you have red and green. If you want your green to change the size, this is the second value. And if you want to change the size of red, this is the first value. So keep in mind, now I can just copy this lerp parameter and just paste it on the size. And that's it. Cool. So depending on, you can just switch it. So you can just make the both 1 and then just make this 5 or 2 and 0.2. So you will have this cool thing going on. And see if I'll change the curl noise frequency, you can see it will affect it. You can increase it or you can decrease it. So I think that's what you want, and you can do it with the mesh or anything you want. So I think that's it. I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching. Keep learning and bye bye.